Good morning, guys. Welcome to Emerge Elite, a fitness brand which is based in the UK. You want to check out more? Then head to www.emergeelite.uk and hit us up. Right, this podcast today is titled Lack in My Generation. Hopefully after this I'm going to be able to go obviously more into the business side. This is what more of the podcast is going to be. But I just wanted to take a little time to be able to speak through my thoughts so you kind of get to know what I'm like as a person, so you can see basically where the mentality came from. And I wrote this, I actually wrote this for a blog on February the 6th, 2017. This is being posted on the 26th of April, 2017. So I wrote it a little while ago, not obviously ages ago, but a little while ago. And I posted it and I got a little bit of feedback from it. Actually, quite a lot of it was negative. So it might hurt some people's feelings, but I feel like it needs to be said. When I was writing this article, I just had a long conversation with my father, and we were reminiscing on how his life had gone, how my life was going, and whenever I need a little bit more motivation, it's always my dad. My dad is always the one who is able to pick me up when I feel like I'm on the ground. My dad worked a variety of jobs. He worked for the council, even as a bin man, I think, and he lugged around, half a cow in a butcher's for a little while. He was a fantastic artist, he is a fantastic artist, and spent the majority of his career as a firefighter working up through the ranks, and I think by the end of it he was a station manager before he retired. So that is an incredible set of skills. And that my dad definitely has an incredible set of skills. He is pretty much able to pull apart, fix and put back motorbikes, which he now does as he's retired. And it's something that when I was thinking about it and speaking to him, I was like, wow, my generation doesn't do this. No, we don't do this. We seem to not have that mentality. I changed my first light bulb, I think, when I was about 18 years old. Before then, I didn't need to. And it's amazing to think that. So this is where I think, there's a lot of people that I see around these days that are like, oh yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. And I was like, okay, what do you do? It's like, oh, well, Gary Vaynerchuk and everything. I like hustle hard and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, but what do you do? And they'll say, they'll do anything. They'll do anything for money. And then I'm kind of like, well, yeah, okay, money makes the world go round and stuff. But then an entrepreneur spends the majority of their time doing a lot for nothing. They learn business. They learn what they're good at. They enhance it as much as they can, which isn't something that you can do overnight. Majority of really good entrepreneurs have been doing it literally since they were young. So I guess it's where my viewpoint of entrepreneurship is different from most people's. To me, it's just working really hard every single day as much as you can, regardless if it's a task that you do want to do or you don't want to do. It has to be done regardless, and to build something that you want. So obviously in my case it's Emerge Elite. Being an entrepreneur is not about the money that you bring in at the end of the month, and it's definitely not a 9-to-5 job. And people who say, yeah, well, I worked 14 hours yesterday. Great. Do that again for 3-4 years and see how it goes. It's one shift is never going to make you an entrepreneur. You lose a lot of time and you win a small portion of the time. And that's kind of what worries me about my generation. And I think it's what lacks in my generation, is that we are not willing to do whatever it takes to get whatever we want. Like, I am honestly saying I'm not the most knowledgeable I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the fitness industry, in the clothing industry, fashion industry, or even business industry. And I'm still taking the chance to build a business. And I know it's because I'm going, when this all happens, my heart and soul is going to be into it. And I am very much aware that it's going to go hopefully really well. And I'm also very aware that it's probably going to go really bad at points, and I'm going to have to think of solutions and change things. And as I stated before, do things that I don't want to do in order to help the business. I'm actually currently recording this after being awake for 24 hours, doing a night shift at my primary job, which is an equine vet nurse. That's my mentality. I had this like flick of a switch in my head and I was like, oh, that article would be really good on a podcast. And I've done it. Okay, fine, I might slur a little bit. I am tired and stuff, but I'll still get it done. So you have to be willing to work the extra hours, doing side jobs. Like I actually freelance as a graphics designer, a photographer, and a videographer for pretty much anyone. And then continuously connect with people in the industry that you want to work in. So since starting Emerge Elite, I've got at least 20 to 30 people now that are quite big in the fitness industry that help me out all the time. Even if it's just, they'll look at my Instagram account and go, you should probably not post that one. Like, that's too personal. If you want it to be just a business account, then you need to obviously keep it that way. So I'm going to wrap it up and finish. And kind of what I'm like stressing to people who maybe you're listening to this because you want to start your own business. You've got to be very willing to work hard. You've got to be very open-minded. And you've got to be what 95% of people in the world are not. Definitely in our generation. If you are in the generation between like 18 and probably like 30, and you want to do this, don't do what everyone else is doing. Okay? Just be you and utilize what you're good at and get shit done. So I'm sorry if this was a bit of rambling and mumbo jumbo and all this kind of stuff, but I'm going to leave you there. It's a bit of a shorter podcast today, but I hope you enjoyed your time here. Remember, this is Emerge Elite. If you want to find out more about Emerge Elite, please just head to our website, which is www.emergeelite.uk, and please hit me up with an email. I am so happy to converse with anyone. My email address is emilytopping@emergeelite.co.uk. I hope to hear from you, and I hope to see you here next time. Goodbye.